Alright, we're live and recording all at the same time. How about that? We have a computer
Monstrous.
capable of this.
I remember
Crazy
nothing because of my migraine.
Yes. So, last time on ye old Dungeons and Dragons, ye old Dragon Ball Z. Catch me outside, indeed. What did happen? You guys had explored the now empty house of the place, the train station's building that's on top of it in Cowport. Explored the house in there. Slept the night. Left after hearing a commotion outside in the morning, as well as hearing a new ship come in.
I just remembered.
Yes.
Total normal family.
Yeah.
As
So,
well as Willie's situation.
Oh yeah, and Willie was very red and more yeah. The changes are becoming more and more apparent. Yeah. So then Ailey cast the seeming spell from a scroll to turn well, to turn all of you into different things, but then only 3 of you ended up leaving the place anyway. So you're all humanoid, all humans, in fact, even. Varys is a human child.
So he keeps being told.
And whose all of his weapons have been turned into various candy-related items. The team then made their way into the trade ward where they found. Oh dear, nine. Oh dear. Where they found that a new shipment had indeed come in, and they were very quickly selling a bunch of different stuff. They found some fruit and some bits and pieces, but also noticed that on the side of the crates was a symbol for one of the religions they were roughly familiar with from the old continent. Not particularly knowing the name of, but remembering vaguely. None of them are particularly religious, but do know that they are against all things unholy, undead, and all that. Which is pretty standard fare for religions over there. But decided to check out the old boat that came in. Went up to the docks, found the boat, seemingly completely abandoned. Well, not abandoned, but seemingly completely offloaded and no longer being manned currently, and completely docked. Called the Celeste. Then got questioned by a guard as to what you were doing. That's pretty much where we are.
Also, we need to buy a lock.
We need to buy what?
It's the locking mechanism still is broken on the old place and is currently just being locked.
In our house.
Currently just sort of bolted together from the inside.
So we need to be able to lock it when we leave. Because we broke that door.
You did.
we need a locker, we need many
the ship is indeed called the Celeste.
Yep.
So, you're currently standing in the middle of the docks by the ship. As the guard who had come in and questioned you had walked back to his post, I guess, and he is sort of just off at the end of the docks, sort of looking around, and occasionally looks back towards you guys.
We need to skedaddle.
Yeah, otherwise they're sitting on the docks as if there's a few people here and there, a couple of couples, gazing wistfully off into the sunrise-ish that's now gone. It's sort of properly sunrisen now.
It's my favorite time of the morning to go and look at the sun, sunrise-ish.
I mean, they had just been there for the sunrise. The sun has finished rising since you guys have been here. But there's also, fishermen and stuff, packing up their tools or getting ready to start fishing for the day off the end of the wharf. You hear the nice call of seabirds and stuff coming in and trying to get their fair catch. They're mainly
use that.
No, you
Just
still
getting
haven't.
into it.
You still.
It's still in the inventory.
No, I think
isn't
you did end up eating the seabird for breakfast, but
Yeah,
you've
we
got
ate.
bags of feathers.
We ate the birds and the eggs.
Yeah,
We just have the feathers
Ah,
still.
you two just have the feathers. But they're mainly
I
just
was
circling. You can hear them. They're looking for any sort of, anyone to leave a fish out for them or mistakenly look away for too long for them to sneak some fish from fishermen or something, or hoping for a fishing boat to come in.
Yeah, I'd be able to shoot one, but the guards would hate me.
Maybe.
Nah, I'm supposed to be a regular person with a regular bow. That might give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, just regular farmers with walking their child.
I'm
Who's
a
got a
regular
massive?
human.
It's got massive candy.
And clippy cloppy shoes.
It was spoiled because he was being good, and then now he's not being good.
I did nothing wrong.
It's been a little
The
tough.
fuck? Super unnecessary.
Super necessary. You're being a little cunt. This is how
What?
children are treated.
Oh,
Like they're not human. What?
human children must. Oh no.
Yeah,
Not good.
Sucks to be a human child. Guarantee it.
Mm. Nobody takes me seriously. It's weird.
Have you not experienced discrimination, Varys?
No, I have, but it's not usually because I'm a child. Because I look like a child, but I am now actually a child. Very weird.
I should be calling you Gilbert still, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Yes, Gilbert, that's right.
Gilbert.
Mm-hmm. Gilbert
is
and
their
my
name.
giant candy cane.
Mm-hmm. The time scroll.
I dare you to lick it.
Absolutely not. I know where this thing has been.
Poor Gilbert.
You know the splatter.
Mm-hmm.
But you clean that thing regularly.
I do. This is true, but you haven't really had. No, actually, I suppose he would have cleaned it last night.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. It's fine now. Probably don't want to stick my tongue into something that I need to make sure can fire things. It already sometimes is a bit iffy.
How do you eat candy canes? Because I do not stick my tongue inside it.
I was talking about the.
Let's continue walking away from the ship and the guard.
Alright.
As a happy family.
Okay.
Varys
Happy
tries to skip
family.
merrily, but he's not used to it.
Yeah. Where are you guys going?
We're looking for a church. or something,
Anywhere
weren't
but
we?
here.
We're looking for some religious peoples that might be powerful enough to help with Willie's condition.
Yeah, the ship struck out.
Mm-hmm.
So
As
where
you were,
would
you
the
were intending to.
devout
I guess you were
go?
intending to find those people on the ship, but the ship is currently abandoned.
So did anyone ask where the people from the ship has gone while I was
No one
not
asked that
paying
question.
attention?
No, the only thing that happened was the guard came over. Thoricus and Varys both failed to persuade the guard, but you sung a merry tale of apples and stuff.
How you got ripped off.
Okay.
Yeah, and did manage to.
I spoke for Ailey
Yeah.
and convinced him that in actuality, because my Thoricus's fail was that I was trying to be like, oh, the child's, and we've not been on a ship like this before. We wanted to see it. And that did not land. So Ailey was like, okay, I'll level with you. We saw these like really great apples at the market, like choice apples, but we won't cut out the middleman because this guy had freaking like upselling like crazy. The price on those apples you would not believe. So we're hoping that maybe the person was still on board.
Yeah.
We heard tell that they came from here.
Yeah.
And that landed, but we couldn't stay on the ship.
Yes. So, where are you going?
Well, we need to find where the people who were on the ship have gone.
Right. So what?
Where would religious people go?
Well, the
Actually,
only church that you know of is the one up in Taroga.
Ah, shit. Wait, the chicken church?
Yeah.
There,
Well,
like,
it's the only place you've seen any religious
Eat
people of
heaven?
any nature.
Yeah, in this land at least, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise
that
it was
means
the
they'll need
temples,
to
the
find
altar, the
transportation, and they wouldn't have left last night because that's dangerous.
Perhaps perhaps the items that are marked with the religious stamps, maybe the last people were relieved of their supplies, as it were.
But they said that they came off the ship.
Yes, I was, pirates and shit like that. Taking things from those religious people and
So you
killing
think
them.
this is a red herring?
I think this could be I don't know.
We already have a red willy. We do not need a red herring.
That is true. Yes. All right.
Okay.
After the we
So where are
go
you
back
going?
to that go back to that stall, dude.
You've not given us any idea where to fucking go, Skelly. We don't know.
I mean, you could.
All up to
Okay.
you.
I
Here's-
told you.
I'll give you some options.
Okay.
I'll give you some.
Okay.
I'll give you
I
some
wanna
options.
send my
You can
robot
ask
fucking
somebody.
owl
You
to
can.
my
Yeah, go
girlfriend
ask.
to
We need
for
to
help.
ask who has.
To be fair, we
left
haven't done the
this
most
ship
basic thing we
recently.
could have done.
Okay, Ailey would like to investigate if there's somewhere that looks like will take you traveling kind of group.
Like a
You
tour
know,
guide.
that like if you want to get from this town to that
Oh,
town,
caravan?
where would you go?
Shuttle service, but
Yeah.
You're looking for a shuttle
Ailey wants to
service.
find the equivalent of a shuttle service.
like
Okay.
a horse and cart
Well,
taxi.
let's roll me a general persuasion. Sorry,
One of you two
perception
needs to
check.
do this because I'm not going to be able to talk to anybody.
So not investigation, perception.
If you're just standing where you are on the dock, if you're just looking out to see if there's any sort of sign of any sort of shuttle
like
service,
adverts, but like,
advertisements,
hey,
or
we'll
anything like
help
that,
you.
then yeah, just give me
Yeah.
a perception check.
Where are our valets at?
Not a very good perception.
No.
Ailey's never good at perceiving sort of things.
So no, you don't really see any sort of anything that sticks out as a shuttle service of any kind. You do see what you've seen before as when you came in here the first time. The first thing you really notice is the dockside tavern, which seems to be the only place that's really labeled.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna suggest next.
Yeah,
we just go
because
there.
pretty much everything else here looks like it's like storage warehousey, unmarked housing and all that sort of stuff. None of it sticks out as advertiser friendly.
So yeah, we should get the fuck out of here.
Cool.
Yeah.
So where to?
Are we going to
where
the
do we
bar?
go? Also,
or
how long
no?
does this spell last?
Seeming.
It's quite a while, I think.
It is a long time.
Is it like 8 hours?
That's right. It didn't actually say in the fucking spell. 2 seconds.
Because
this
we should
Within
So
the
we're
city.
going
Yeah.
to the bar.
Duration is 8 hours.
as much as we can.
Yeah, I thought it would be. I'll just
Um,
quickly confirm.
Mhm.
We might be going to a tavern, yeah. Because we should use our time while we have it. Because there's not a lot of out in public
Yes.
we can do right now.
It is 8 hours. Oh, right, no, it's on the side, I see. Yes. Forget the spell listing looks weird. Anyway, yes, so you've got 8 hours. It's only been maybe 30 minutes
Mm.
since you initially cast the spell.
So, Ailey, do you want to go find a tavern?
The same one that we managed.
So the port-
where we found stuff last time. So
The Port Tavern, where you were initially recruited for
Yep.
your fight against the ants.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's
Fine.
make believe times. We're allowed to bring a child.
Actually, about that.
Well, I was gonna say if
I would
it's
like one
real
glass
world,
of milk.
then you're allowed to bring a child in with you when you're ordering
With
food.
the
But if
parents.
it's
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
This place is more of a restaurant bar than it is a
Food,
straight up
food, it's got
alcohol place.
accommodation.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
he is fine. But as soon as you walk in, you do notice that does lend you a little bit of onlookers, as people are not used to seeing a child in here at least. But yeah.
It'll be too obvious if I buy another box of jerky.
The other box of jerky you bought was from the Hiroga one, not from this one. The only stuff you bought from
So I can see if they have.
yes, you can see if they have stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, the only stuff you bought here was a round of drinks, and Ailey bought like a whiskey bottle. And then you got
which they
and
may
then
still be carrying around.
quite possibly. And then yeah, and then a knight came in and was like, "You adventurers, fucking help me!" And then you proceeded to bash him up. I don't know why you did that. It's weird.
Learning the art of a natural
How
one.
dare he ask for help?
Right, so you step in the door. Yeah, you've got the bar. I did not copy that from the whole thing because it was like some random thing I grabbed off online. So, it's a long bar, and there's a few tables and chairs spread out. There's a few people in the place. Most of them human. There's a smattering of dwarves and a couple of halflings sitting at a table.
Hello, fellow humans. No,
Yeah.
Get a skateboard over your shoulder somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just appears behind you in a cat backwards as well. It's crazy. Yeah. What's the plan? You guys want to sit down? You want to go to the bar?
Ailey would
We
like to
should
go to the bar and
table.
attempt to ask for information.
Okay.
But we should be sitting at a table with a child because we should make it look like we're here
I
for a
am
meal.
fine to sit at the table by myself.
Yeah, no, we can't leave a child
What?
unattended.
No. This is
You
how
can
humans
spend like a
work.
couple
We have
of
to treat you
minutes
like
like
you don't have
over
a brain.
This
Oh.
conversation is definitely pricking up some ears, by the way.
Jesus.
I'd probably take that in and
I forgot they
start
would already
talking.
walked in because I thought we were gonna like stop outside.
Plan stuff
Yeah,
out
same.
first.
I thought we were outside still.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Amazing.
You're currently outside. I will give you that much.
Thank you.
But you're definitely very loud and probably are being heard inside.
I'll stop talking.
Gilbert, just because you want to be an adult doesn't mean you're actually an adult yet.
I know that you're close to your
Barris is holding very tightly onto his lollipop.
your puberty, but unfortunately
Oh
you're
my-
not there yet.
Darling. Darling. Can we just have a meal?
Why must you always be starting fights? Was that good? I don't know how this works.
Now you've upset him. Would a nice apple juice help, darling?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, let's go inside.
All right.
Wonderful.
Normal family.
So now you enter. Baracus and Varys walk up to a table and sit down while Ayla goes up to the bar. I would like you all to roll perceptions, please.
I am afraid.
Haha!
Oh,
And
shit.
he's like, alright, this is my
Nice.
tavern now.
Mhm.
This is my area of expertise.
Yeah. So, your favored terrain for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, can I add that? Can I
100%.
have favored terrain of a bar?
Next time you
It has
play
to
a
be. It has
next
to
time
be
you
your
play a
lair.
ranger, sure. Lair actions at a bar, yeah. Anyway,
That'd be
Actually,
pretty
I think
cool.
Ranger was what I was looking at doing next,
That's
right?
Yeah.
right. So at first you do
Come and
notice
join my
when
ball
you
gang.
you do notice when you walk
Science
in
gang. For the win.
that you are getting looks because again they're not used to there being a child around. But then you seem to notice that they are looking a little bit more intently than first thought.
Ooh.
So it seems like they took notice initially because of the child thing. It seems like a smattering of them are looking because they're looking like they're intrigued by something that they're not sure what's
And they're
happening.
still looking at us.
Yes, sliding their eyes between Ailey and the two of you at the table, trying to get a fix on something.
What
So
do you think
Ailey's
they're
noticed
looking
this, right?
Yes, Ailey for sure has
Am I
noticed
wearing
this.
a wedding
So
ring?
Ailey's kind of like subtly trying to check that their tail hasn't appeared or something. And then, like, casually strolls up to the bar.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's like, excuse me. Oh, God. Excuse me, sir. No, my own voice is fucked. Okay, Ailey's putting on a mask voice, alright?
Okay.
I can't do that right now.
Roll a performance check. You're right.
Nice.
Yep.
Yep, you definitely
Remember,
sound like a
Ailey's
mouse.
pretending to be male at the moment.
Yep.
um,
That part of the disguise has been maintained. Yep.
so, like, excuse me, we would like to have like a quick kind of meal. Do you have anything appropriate for small ones, or should we look somewhere
Boy, I
else?
really hope that Ailey gets garlic bread. I like garlic bread.
Do I just hear
Are you
garlic?
putting that in your mind? You're putting that across.
He's saying it a little bit louder than he probably should, like trying to get.
No, but I'd be like,
Possibly
you can
something
tell
like
you've got enough
garlic
distance
bread?
to telekinetically put that in her head, so you can be like, get garlic bread.
We'll do that. You hear it? I would like some
I
garlic
think
bread,
it's like-
please. It's probably easier
Something like
that I just
garlic
speak.
bread.
Probably better I speak to the pair of you through my mind rather than out loud.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
Ailey thinks back, but then remembers that you can't hear.
I just assume that I'm right.
Right. So in response to
Perhaps you have some garlic bread and some fries, and preferably some apple juice as well.
garlic bread, fries, apple juice, anything else you want? Yes, we've got a bunch of different meats and
A glass
fish and
of
stuff.
wine as well, thank you.
Wine?
2 wines.
2 wines? White or red?
2 red.
2 reds? Alright.
Ailey's just making guesstimates. Right. Also, I don't.
You're sitting over there,
um,
we'll bring it out to you. Anything
by
else?
any chance, do you know of someone that can help us get to the other? What's the other city? Hothgar? No,
Roga.
Haroga.
Rogar, not Hothgar.
Not Hothgar.
A way for us to get to Rogar.
Haroga.
Harogar.
Oh
I
my
am not
god.
from
Baroga.
here.
You've been hearing that for so many episodes. You still can't say it. Anyway.
I will still not be able to say
No.
we finished this in
Yes.
however long.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
He says to you, well, there's a stable outside the gates that'll probably rent you some horses. I mean, you can probably hitch a ride. There's a lot of people that go that way.
So
Shouldn't
there's no,
you know
like,
this? I mean, it's not like you're not new around here or anything, right?
sort of. We normally don't travel out of town, though.
Roll a deception.
Oh my god, you could have said you were visiting someone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah!
Fucking hell.
Fuck!
Yeah, and he gives you a frown look.
There's
Okay.
his fingers are just pinching the bridge of his nose.
Okay. Well, for that meal and those beverages, that'll be a gold and 10 silver. Sorry, 5 silver.
1 gold, and how many silver?
5 silver.
5 silver. Ailey, like, rifles through, puts it on the table. He's like, has anybody else, we saw
No.
a ship had pulled
Do
up.
you-
Has anyone come
before
through
we-
from there?
Before we get to that, did you give him an actual gold piece, or did you filter out
God.
silver?
An actual gold piece.
Okay.
I don't have enough
He
silver.
continues to frown, especially when you put that
Oh,
down.
Wait, because wait, how many silver?
That's
is it
adventurer
100
money.
It's
silvers,
10.
right?
It's 10 silver to a gold piece.
Oh, okay, no. So then I can give him silver. I thought it was 100. Okay, so I give it to him in silver.
I'm pretty sure it's 10. I don't think it's 100.
Yeah.
That'd be way too much.
I think.
No, it's
Yeah, I thought it was 10.
Yeah,
10.
pretty sure it's 10.
I think I was thinking in like
oh,
you
no,
know.
platinum's 15.
All right, I have 2 silver left. Fuck.
Put in,
So yeah, hand over all my silvers.
15 silvers.
Yeah.
I will give you that. That you would know enough to not.
Because I
give him
don't
a
know
gold
math.
piece.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I'll be like, we saw the ship showed up, so more people must have arrived, right? Any chance you know whether they went somewhere? Maybe we can catch the same ride as them.
Well, most of them are camping out here in the tavern already. They've taken up rooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a rough ride apparently. So a lot of them are catching up to the time.
Ah,
Taking a
so
nap.
they were mostly all asleep upstairs.
I mean, probably. Like, you could be doing anything up there for all I know.
All right. Well, we might hang around then and see if any of them come down. Thank you. Randomly hands 1 copper over as well. You're like, for the information.
Continues to look at you oddly.
That's all we get is odd looks, no matter where we fucking go.
Hey,
Even when
I'm
you're
sorry I
appearing
rolled
as
a 2. It
humans.
could have been worse.
Even as normal humans, we are not normal humans.
Hey, it could have been worse. I rolled a 2.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
Lower.
that's fair.
You have a +8 to deception. You still managed to roll it.
Still
Anyway.
just scrape through.
Anyway, so Ailey comes and sits down beside you two. You are still getting a lot of looks from around the bar, but most of it seems to have died down to just a few particularly curious individuals.
What do they look like? The people that are keeping an eye on us.
Roll a perception.
Sure. Be better.
Pretty nondescript. You know, a human and a dwarf in one area, and a human sitting by the bar.
Do they seem to have any weapons?
No, they seem like they're regular townsfolk. You don't.
Oh.
Well, from that role, yes, they look like
As
they're.
far as I am currently
As far
aware.
as you're currently aware, they don't look like they're too much of a problem. So, what's the plan? You wait a few minutes before food comes out.
Yes.
Haley passes on that most of the people from the ship are apparently around here still.
Okay.
As in around the bar or just all around town?
Around the bar,
Mm.
sleeping and stuff.
Taking some rooms.
Yeah. They have acquired rooms.
So, you get your meal, and apple juice, and a couple of grape juices.
Nice.
Some fries and the garlic bread. It's not one of the.
Immediately tear off like 3
yeah,
pieces of
it's
garlic
not-
bread.
The problem is that this is more like an artisan sort of garlic bread style. It's not really like, it's not a Domino's garlic bread. It's a Hell's Pizza garlic bread. So it's
Nice.
it's it's not like it's not like pieces that are stuck together and like sliced and filled. It's not like that. It is like a nice loaf that's like had the top of it cut off and cut into kind of pieces, but then just the top has been smeared in garlic butter and then grilled. Well, yeah, put under the grill. So it's not the greatest garlic bread you've ever had, but it's the spot.
It's garlic bread that I haven't had in a while.
And the fries are good too.
It's a fantasy world. I can eat the garlic bread.
You can. you have resistance to garlic.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, tolerance, man.
Yeah, to have like no garlic in my one at the moment, and I'm like,
Yeah, the fries are pretty good. No sauce. They are salted.
Mm.
I'm really tempted to dip them in my wine, but I know that won't go well. So I just put a couple in my mouth and then try to daintily take a sip.
As we're eating, I'll just sort of keep an eye out and see if people are still keeping eyes on us.
They definitely are.
You'll each hear like 10 seconds apart in your head. People are still looking at us. How does this thing work?
Haley's
This
gonna
magic?
like whisper, like, how do humans age? Do we look too old or too young?
Skelly? Do they look too old or too young?
Well,
Have
Ailey,
we inadvertently screwed ourselves?
Ailey, from your background, you have spent time with humans more than Varys and Thrakus combined. So,
So I have made us the right age, right? 'Cause
so
I
you
would've
have
known.
made
If
made
anyone had the
yourself.
chance.
Yeah, you have made yourself about middle aged, 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
Definitely old enough to have had a kid and had it grown up this age.
Because Haley was starting to go, like trying to think why people would look at them weird for having a child. And it's like, do we not look related?
Well, roll a intelligence check.
Oh god.
Both of us?
All of you can if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, Ailey suggested it, so
Straight
everyone could
intelligence?
make it, maybe.
Yeah, straight intelligence.
Intelligence.
Not bad.
Ability check?
Yeah.
That's the one. That checks out.
Yep. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your first thought is exactly the thought is, Oh, did I make myself too old? Oh, I don't remember how humans interact. Fuck. You like ponder that for way too long. Both Thoricus and Varys look at each other and think, this has the seeming spell worn off? Are they seeing through it?
Oh shit.
I mean, they're not aware of magic in this land, so any weird nature that we're exuding is probably not something they're seeing through entirely, but they're definitely seeing something weird about us, and that's the only thing that really stands out about you guys, other than the fact that you guys are, entirely different underneath the guys. So you probably you think to yourselves that's probably the case.
Yeah.
That some of them have probably seen through the seeming spell, but don't understand what that means. Because they're not magically inclined. They've never seen magic before. They're just seeing that something is weird about you, and they can't figure out why, because they've never seen this sort of spell in action before.
That's cool. So we may not want to linger too long. People
No.
might get wise.
Are we almost done with our meal?
Yeah, it takes you a couple of minutes to
Presumably
finish
we
your
have
meal.
eaten quickly because we mostly eat shit rations, and this probably tastes pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. Apple juice is gone.
Absolutely.
Garlic bread's devoured. Fries are all gone. One fry stays in there for ages while we all look at each other, just deciding on who's going to eat it. Until Ailey just grabs it and eats it.
Do you know Alien?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's exactly what happens. Yeah. And then as Thoricus is nicely drunk in their wine, Ailey's sort of been sipping it occasionally, and then but once all the food's gone, Ailey just swigs the rest of it. It's all gone.
Yeah.
At least Ailey's a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Weird
That's it.
that
Ailey is pretending to be a man, so they
Oh.
sip it, and then they just shot it back at the end.
The thing is, though, as I've been eating the meal, because I'm always fascinated with these things, I've been trying to combine the different flavors to see what's going on there. So yes, I've been sipping wine, but I've been real weird about it.
You're like sloshing it around in your
Doing
mouth.
Stacking fries.
Doing experiments
Stacking
while we're
fries
having
While
lunch.
you're doing
bread
that,
onto a
Ailey
little
would probably
bite
be trying
doing
to
a
do
dainty
like proper
bite.
wine tasting, where you like spit it back in and stuff like that. Because you wouldn't know to
Well,
spit it out.
Varys
so-
eats like a
I'm not really
normal
getting any
being.
information about this.
There is
place.
nothing weird
We're
about the
just
way he
Yeah.
fucking
eats.
around.
Yeah, the two human adults are eating fucking weird as shit. The human child has
probably stands out more to
holstered
them.
his candy and is just eating normally and drinking his apple juice, none the wiser. Occasionally looking around the room.
Looking a little uncomfy.
Oh
These
my
fucking
god.
Barb hatreds are like, what is this? What are you?
Fabulous.
Alright, so we're almost done, right?
Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
done.
Done?
You're done.
You're like, okay. Shall we be off on our way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so it has been about an hour now since you've cast seeming. So,
For brevity's
It's
sake,
supposed to last for 8
8,
hours,
yes.
right?
supposed to
for
last for 8.
brevity's sake, I will be speaking into your guys' heads while I'm speaking.
Okay.
So I don't say anything to
Yeah. We will
get
assume
things
head spokenness.
heels. We could attempt to get onto that boat and see if there's anything weird about that.
I put my arm awkwardly around Ailey and go, Love, wouldn't it be great to take a stroll along the water?
Oh, yes! Nothing like a stroll after eating. To help
Come,
digest.
Gilbert. We're going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not regular human.
You get up and leave the barn. To, more stairs. But you leave. All right, you're out, and
Maybe we should find a mirror.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Ailey will try to look at their reflection in the scythe.
so it, yeah, I
Is
guess
the
it is
scythe
currently
disguised?
it is still a scythe because pretending to be a farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reflection in it's not great though.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Are
But
there
you
any
do
puddles
get
or
the
shop
gist of
windows
yourself.
around?
Roll an investigation.
Okay.
Because I presume when we look at each other, we're not noticing anything? Because
No.
that's why we're still
Uh,
confused?
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
don't
that
know
is
how
how
the
that
mechanics
works.
of this work when you're in it.
Because we're aware of it?
I will assume that because you're aware of it, you're seeing through the seeming.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about you trace yeah, no, so yeah, that doesn't say in the spell description. So I will say that because you are aware that you're seeming, you are seeing through it. Because when other
Oh, so
creatures
even
look,
looking at our reflection, it would still look the same, right?
you don't know
Are
yet.
we
You haven't
tricking
seen
the
one.
mirror?
You haven't seen yet. So investigation of 17. Yeah, you find some windows and stuff that are reflective enough. So you look through the reflections and you do see what you're supposed to see for seeming. You see the metrosexual farmer that is Ailey. Just regular human, you guys.
Yep.
And a small child carrying candy.
Loaded down with so much candy.
Lots of candy.
But his sword looks like a little wooden toy sword.
Yep. So.
Okay. I mean, it seems to
Heading
be
to
fine.
the docks then.
To the docks. So, hand in hand, alien Thragus.
They're sort of trailing to keep
yeah.
Yeah,
looking enough like a couple.
So uncomfortable.
Looking enough like a couple. You walk back to the docks and walk back to the boat. It's literally right. It's literally right there. So it's not far. The guard that was that had previously been standing outside, standing at the end of the wharf, where that boat was docked, is no longer there.
Oh, the guard's not there.
Yeah, it's been like half an hour. So
none of them there, or just that one?
Just that guard that had accosted you before is no longer there. But you're welcome to look further if you want.
Yeah.
Cool. Perception.
Oh, well, sneaking and the thingies are Ailey's ballpark.
Wait, are we sneaking or are we just?
I don't know. What are you doing?
If we're trying to get on the ship, last time just fucking walking on did not work.
Yeah.
Oh, so if we want to stealth. Oh wait, would we need to roll a perception first?
No, Varys is rolling perception to see if there are any other guards around. There are a few guards.
Look.
Okay. You do notice that there are a couple of guards that are making their rounds up and down the docks. They're not particularly close to you at the moment. They haven't don't seem to have taken notice of you.
Yeah.
At least stealth.
In the middle of the street. All right.
How about? No, okay. Fuck. I just start pulling these two off to the side a little, trying to find one of these little alleyways.
Yeah. Pulling down an alleyway.
Casually walk into an alleyway.
Yep.
Shall we use Pass Without a Trace?
It's probably a good
Try to
idea.
sneak in.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
Do
idea.
you think we should try and approach the boats from in the water itself?
Then we get wet.
I make
Can
no
we all
comment.
swim?
You guys can
I
swim.
can swim.
Sure.
Can I swim?
Yes.
I think I
Yeah.
can swim.
Everyone can naturally swim. I think. Is
Okay,
it
well we
half
can
the speed?
pass without a trace into the water, but like, you know
It'll
how
make
hard it
us
is to
harder
get
to
onto a
spot.
boat from the water?
You also know
Yeah,
that
I think
that the
we just
water
go
is
with-
quite a bit lower than the wharf. Like the wharf stands like a few feet out of the water. It's quite a little bit of a drop.
There's no.
There's no from
No.
where you came off your ship and walked to the tavern and where you have been currently. You have not seen any way of getting down to the water from the docks.
Like, I know you got a grappling hook, but that's probably not subtle. It is broad daylight.
Yes.
Man, that would be
that's fair.
fucking cool though.
So, don't you wish you'd made us do this at night?
I mean, you could have done it at night when you heard them come in. It's up to you. It's all on you.
Well, we were in the middle of long resting. We're not going to interrupt that when we've just had our asses kicked.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That was hardcore.
Why can no one at Uber spell my name correctly?
What?
They keep missing an end.
Fair enough.
The fuck?
Anyway, what are you doing? What is the plan? You guys are in an
I
alleyway,
guess we.
sneaking.
Yeah, we can try and sneak onto the boat through normal means then.
Pass without a trace, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so you know that pass without a trace doesn't make you
So shall-
invisible, but it does.
Does help.
It will help to it will help to stealth stuff, and it will magically make your tracks disappear.
So if shit goes tits up, we can make a run for it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
essentially.
Cool. So everybody stealth and stealth.
So
Roll with
there are
stealth.
some guards. Is there a way we can think of to distract said guards?
I mean, I have. Well, no, that option is not very actually.
Not unless one of
I
us
could
is the distraction.
I could start a fire.
A fire on the docks would actually be very effective.
That is true.
It's more how I managed to get away with it, because I haven't used the flame canister before, and I don't know whether or not it's loud.
Considering
I
the
just got it
noise the
from the
dragon
dragon.
made,
Yeah,
you imagine that it
yeah.
probably is pretty loud.
Yeah, nah, probably not. Then
Is there a way of triggering it from afar?
I mean, I could try and blow up the whole fucking
a
thing, but
fuse?
I'd need to shoot it, and that in itself is very loud.
Is there a way we
so-
can create? Wait, you have a bunch of gunpowder.
True, I could do that. I could trail it up with
All
some.
we have to do is put a pile of gunpowder near something flammable, even some alcohol, and then
I
trail a
have
fuse.
that.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, when does Ailey
Exactly.
not have that?
That'll definitely start a fire. Will be very suspicious, but if we stealth while setting it up, maybe people won't realize, and we can circle back through the alleys to come back out at a different point.
That sounds good. Yeah. I am the smallest, so I'd be able to get through the crowd easier if there becomes a crowd.
True, but we need
But also,
to
I am a child, so for anyone that's watching.
Also, remember that
Anyone approaches, you could be like, I have lost my parent.
we have to stay together to have the spell work.
Okay.
'Cause it's a 30-foot
Yeah.
radius.
Remember that you guys also have spell scrolls.
We don't want to waste those on this.
I mean, I can turn into a gas form and just go on, like, you know. but all I'd be able to do is observe.
Nah, let's.
You can turn back
Probably
and
stay there.
forward from. So, what's the potion
throughout
of
that
gaseous
time.
form? So yeah, so for an hour you can go in and out of gas form.
Oh, okay. I
Oh.
thought I was stuck in that form. And
We
then
can
So-
just
if I
do
left.
that then.
Yeah, so for 1 hour, hold on.
But it's boring. I want to see it.
No, this is a different gas. This is a different gas form. You're right. You will be in that for an hour and cannot be
Oh. You can't turn back.
Nope.
That's why I have not bothered using it yet. I'm like, other than like escaping and leaving you all behind, I'm not sure what use it has.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine to
Yeah.
help. I'll,
Oh, no.
get a
So you
rag
could-
or
Just in
something.
case
Okay,
in
so
the
you
case.
could use it. Sorry, you can use it to turn into gaseous form, go somewhere, use your bonus action to return to your normal form, and that's it. So you could use it to get through somewhere once.
Mm-hmm.
But not get back.
Maybe we leave that as the option in case shit goes wrong. Then we can,
Mm.
skedaddle using that.
Well, only one.
only
of us can
one
see
of you
it.
can skedaddle with
Okay,
that.
well maybe somebody will be able to get back and tell Lady's brother and Lana what happened to us.
Yeah, I mean, one of us skedaddling's better than none.
Mhm.
So are we alone in the alleyway?
Roll a perception.
All of us.
Whoever's wants to. Whoever's looking out to see if there are people.
That's my job.
Unless Ailey is told to, she will not be.
Not good.
No, it looks clear at the moment.
Cool, because I want to cut a section of my hempen rope and tease out some fibers to use as a whatchamacallit? Fuse.
Fuse. Okay.
I can wrap up some some gunpowder in a cloth or a rag or something. And I want to put in. No, I don't. Come on.
You're gonna
Yeah,
put in
no,
some
I'm gonna put in
spice.
a little bit of spice, like a
I
like
mean,
a pinch, little salt bay of
pinch,
spice.
not like a
you just
handful.
season it.
Yeah, this is
Just a little.
sprinkle.
Okay, so how much gunpowder are
Like
we
the
talking?
tiniest, like your
Actually,
white
roll a
family.
Tinker's Tools check for this,
Okay, sure.
because it is related to your knowledge of this
That's
stuff.
fair. Yep.
Yeah, you put in just a tiniest amount of gunpowder. You know that would make enough noise and enough distraction, but not damage too much. And then sprinkle in a little bit of spice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And yeah, you make a
We
little
attach the fuse
pouch, make a little fuse.
I said to Ailey with my.
I was gonna say,
string,
also,
and I'm
like,
okay,
we
what
could shoot a flaming
Okay.
arrow at it, if that helps as well.
No,
I mean, if
rather
it
we
doesn't
just
work, we can do that. But it's
Yeah.
best if we don't do that. Cause
Oh
that's
yeah,
really
we try
obvious
not to,
on the
but
screen.
like, I'm meaning that is an option if
Yeah.
shit hits the fan.
Yeah. So, Ailey, what alcohol do you have?
You want the most flammable one, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I know it's your good stuff.
Got the high proof
Your
whiskey.
good bad stuff.
Yeah, I should have that whiskey still. I'm not seeing any of my alcohol in inventory though.
I think I just assumed that you have it constantly. Oh no, there's a bottle of whiskey there.
Oh, there it is, whiskey.
Yeah.
It is
How much of the
consumable.
whiskey do we
Because-
need to use?
You're just gonna soak the fuse
well,
in it, right?
I need to soak the fuse. And since we're putting spice in the gunpowder thing, I think we'll be good. We might just do a little splash of alcohol on the rag covering, just to make sure the gunpowder lights.
We'll say we're using
And
a
then we can
quarter of a
roll
bottle
the
of whiskey.
end of the fuse, like the last little bit of the fuse, we roll in the gunpowder and it actually goes into the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to update it, but yeah, we'll use a quarter of a bottle of the whiskey.
Yeah. Because we don't need an awful lot, it's just enough to...
It's barely. you barely use any of it to do what you need to do. So
I can just
like a shot of it. You're still essentially got a bottle of whiskey there for all intents and purposes.
Sweet. Excellent.
You could absolutely make a
we all have
Molotov cocktail,
torches.
no issues. Cool, so that's all set up. What's the plan next?
Okay, so we need to create a distraction that will draw them away from the ship. So where's the best placement on this map? Let's see. Do we know where the guards are?
So you got guards coming up and down.
With, like, the ship's here.
And the ship is
Yeah.
it's one of these wharfs, probably like this one or this one.
One of these around here somewhere.
This one.
This one.
Right.
This one. Pearl dancing. Okay. Yeah.
So
All right. So if we set a kind of explosive fire, like right by one of the warehouses, because we don't want to be too close to the docks. We want them to be drawn into like an alleyway. So maybe sort of in here or over here somewhere.
Yeah, that little gap. Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
This little.
roll an investigation check to try and find a good suitable place for it if you want.
Is it investigation?
Yeah.
Or is it survival? Okay, I'm good.
Certainly not survival.
Damn it.
Yeah, you find a nice alleyway that
I'm coming
that
up
seems
with
like it's gonna. Find a nice alleyway that seems like it's gonna work pretty good.
Like, what about this one? What do you guys think?
Sure. Why not?
You want me to
Good
pick
that one.
places?
Yes, please. You know the city better than I do. Where do you think they'd run to?
Well, from previous incidents, I'd say somewhere about here. Points at a different alley.
Yep, points across the street to another alley that's a little bit more more enclosed and more would echo
Don't
better
ask
around
any
the streets.
questions.
Yeah, that would make a nice
Okay.
stage for an explosion. It would echo well enough for everyone to hear, but also cause enough ruckus to.
Does it have some flammable stuff?
There's a little bit of garbage.
Because we've got to make sure there's
the
flammable
back.
stuff around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can nestle it into the garbage.
Cool.
Everyone loves a good garbage fire. All right, so we're gonna lay.
So you
lay out the fuse.
Lay out the fuse.
Yeah, I have already cast freaking
Pass without a trace.
Without a trace. Do we all need to?
So if you're gonna light it in stealth away.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Yep. Right. So everybody roll
Light
stealth.
it and then stealth away. Yeah. Yeah. I've got a tinderbox and stuff as well.
Cool.
So I can just light it with
All
that.
of us do.
Yep.
21's still better than nothing
21.
because it's plus
28.
Stealth. Mm.
Isn't it already plussed with it?
No, it doesn't automatically do that.
Nope.
Yeah.
28.
Oh.
Or not.
28 for me.
Because I was like, how did I get 18? I rolled a 6.
Because you have a
I
plus
don't have plus
9.
12, do I?
You have plus 9. You've rolled a 9.
Oh, that makes more sense.
The Rikers rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you guys quickly stealth away after lighting this thing, and you start go far enough away that
we
you
circle
think.
in back, sort of in the back ways, and then around.
So I assume that you guys are going
Is
to go
the
like
plan?
down and back and around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that we're not coming out of the area where it's going to originate from.
Yeah, exactly. We're not just like
Cool.
scene of the crime.
Ferris, can I get you to roll?
We just saw these 3 normal humans come out of an alleyway and it was an explosion.
Mm.
Yes.
Can I get you to roll a D100 for me?
D100.
Spice.
Oh,
my
right, you
goodness.
added spice.
I did.
How
Slash roll.
Slash.
Should we
Yeah,
get
slash roll
before our
D100.
fuse? Before it blew up.
Oh, you guys
How
got
far
well.
away?
You got well enough.
We
away.
would.
So you
we
got
would
onto
be able
the
to
main
get
street.
ourselves quite
Okay.
a
Yeah.
distance.
So you guys got
Cool.
like. So if you put it in like this alley way here, close enough to the docks to make people, but also far enough away to give them some time to get there. And you guys made it all the way into the main street, so you know.
Nice.
And pass without a trace and stealthy stuff. You managed to slink right into the crowd. No one even seemed to notice that you were there. So, D100. Here we go. 12. Interesting.
Oh, no.
That's not good. Don't say
roll
that.
roll a D10 for me.
Oh fuck.
How are we gonna accidentally explode the whole fucking dock?
It's a 2. Has it created something?
It's even. Okay, so so as you get onto the main street and you absorb into the crowd and start moving your way around, so you can come back around once it goes off. You hear the explosion, and it's just it's nice snap bang crackle of stuff burning, and it's definitely nothing that anyone else here has ever heard before. So everyone looks around, looks shocked. Everyone's wondering what's going on, and you look over in the direction of it, and you see the building that was one of the buildings that it was up against sort of shimmer and move and seemingly grow a little bit larger.
I just turned somebody's 2-bedroom into a 4-bedroom.
It's not that much larger. That it grows. It magically grows a little bit.
What the fuck happened to that house?
Just a little.
What the?
Yeah. And then you notice a bunch of guards start running towards that direction.
Pretty cool.
Cool. So we're heading.
So you're heading back
to port.
The boat.
Head back to the boat. Stealthing your only way over there. Yep, there's definitely no more guards on the dock at the moment, and mainly a whole lot of frightened people.
Try and sneak up onto the boat.
All right, get up onto the gangplank all the way up onto the boat. Doesn't seem to be anybody around once you're on the deck.
Let's sneak into the lower decks.
Yep.
Okay. So you go up to the main door into the back cabin area. It's locked.
Hang on. No, I don't want to do that. I want to view my thieves' tools. This is why I have it on here, but that's being weird as well. Yeah, it's on my hotbar, but it's
You can just click. You can just click the hotbar. You don't have to press the number.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so the cards were going over top of my numbers, so I couldn't get to it.
I wonder if I can hide those. Hold on. I'll do that. Meanwhile, 11. No. There are 2 doors that enter the main cabin. This one.
Wow, how badly did I roll that the total became 11?
Yeah, this one
Roll
does not.
5.
This one you do not manage to unlock.
Is there more doors?
Yes, there is another door on the other side.
All right.
That one you do manage to unlock.
I swear my thieves' tool is supposed to be higher than that, but oh well.
Let me look.
Wait, it's +6.
Thieves' tools.
+6 per good because it's dexterity.
Yeah,
it's
proficient.
Dexterity and your proficiency.
Yep. So +6 is pretty good. Yeah, you didn't if you took
So I think you've got expertise in stealth, don't you?
Yeah, if you took expertise
I thought I had expertise in thieves' tools as well.
Don't think you took that because you've got expertise in deception, persuasion, and stealth. I don't think you get 4.
Yeah. Now I'm confused. Oh well.
Yeah, you're definitely proficient in it for sure.
Yeah. No, I just remember how we unlocked a bunch of boxes and I couldn't get them, and then the next day we leveled up and I swear I took expertise in it. or maybe I took proficiency, but I should have already had proficiency from being a rogue. But I took
Yeah.
something in it, and then suddenly I had a whole bunch of extra.
Let me look.
You
now
get an
I'm confused.
expertise when you start, and at 6th level for rogue.
Yeah, I mean, you're level 7 now, so I will check that. Meanwhile, you definitely managed to open up the second one.
Yay.
And it opens up, and it leads to a set of stairs that go down into the lower decks. Is that where you're going?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, whereabouts would the captain's quarters be?
You
Towards that area?
imagine that the other door leads into the actual cabin area that you weren't able to open until I find out whether or not they had expertise or not. The one that you have opened.
You get 2 skill proficiencies, or 1 skill proficiency and proficiency with thieves' tools. Yeah, and then double your bonus. That's the expertise at 1st level for rogue. And then their 6th level gets them 2 more skill proficiencies.
So they would have 3 expertise. 4 expertise?
They would have 3 expertises in their general skills and then 1 on their thieves' tools.
So they would have expertise then?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume so. I assume that Pyro chose the thieves' tools to be done.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well,
Yeah, there should be 4 in total.
If I've got 3 expertise.
No, you've got
already.
4 of them.
And I'm missing a 4th. Then the 4th one would have been thieves' tools.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that's why I basically could just look at doors now and was getting like 20s because I swear that's what we did. But maybe I was just rolling really
6.
well earlier.
No, you do have expertise.
I remember some things.
Yeah,
May not
so it's
remember
+6.
names, places.
+6 expertise. Alright, I have updated that now. So, so that would have been +3, so that would have been a 14. No, 14 still wasn't open it anyway, so. But yeah, you imagine that the door that Ailey was unable to unlock, you imagine that goes to the captain's quarters, and the sort of the
try and blow
map.
The lock open.
Yeah. So there's a regular back of the ship. There's stairs up to the fucking steering wheel, fucking whatever the shit that's called, and underneath that is a raised area, a whole story, if you will. That there's 2 doors in, one that you managed to open that goes downstairs into the cabin area, and the other one you imagine opens out into the actual cabin at the back. But the one you have opened leads down into the bowels of the ship. So what's the plan?
I mean, I don't know if I want to blow the lock off because we don't need more noises drawing people towards this.
Well,
so something that you could possibly
go through the door that we have opened.
Something you could possibly do is try using Ailey's these tools.
I don't
with no proficiency bonus. It'd be straight dexterity.
Oh, that sounds. Ah, fuck it, I'll give it a go. I might as well. Straight dexterity.
Yep. You unlock it.
Hey!
Nice.
Luckily, you have better dexterity than me.
Let me get a look at that. There we go.
Magic!
No, I do not do magic.
Magic.
No. I'm gonna walk in and try and look in the. I assume there's a desk.
Well, as soon as you walk in, you spot a man standing at a desk, leaning over some maps, and he looks up at you and goes, "Who the hell are you?"
I just look up to the other 2.
What are you doing?
Ailey goes like, I'm here to see a man about a ship.
I raise my lollipop to my mouth.
ready to end it all.
This might be it.
Well, this is not the place to come. And that door was locked. How did you get in here?
The door wasn't
It
locked.
wasn't locked.
Yes, it was. I locked it when I came in.
Would you lock it?
Are you sure you turned the key the right way?
Yes, I have done that many times.
I walk up and I close the door and I open it again. Unlocked.
He puts his hand down to a saber that
young child
puts his hand down to a saber that's on his waist. You best be explaining yourselves very shortly. What are you doing on my ship?
Whoa, dude.
Well, we came to find who was on this ship and where they've gone.
And you didn't think to knock? You just pick a lock and enter into my cabin?
We didn't pick the lock.
You absolutely did. You absolutely did.
It was definitely open.
No, not telling a lie. There's points
offensive
in aliases. They
you,
didn't open the door.
A good,
didn't unlock
wholesome
it.
family. Just break into your ship. We're nearly trying to find some people we wish to make inquiries of.
Roll a deception.
Which one of us?
Both of you. Those of you who lie.
I can never. I swear I have never rolled above a 10 for deception. What are the odds of that? I don't fucking know.
Right, well, still holding his hand on his saber. Well, this is definitely not the place that you come. Regardless, please get the hell off of my ship.
Well, will you tell us who we should go talk to then?
Yes, probably the ship's master or something. This is
Did
not
they
a
have
ship for this.
boxes that have religious symbols on them?
I just ship goods and people.
Yes.
I don't.
What people did you ship? Was it a dodgy shipping? Is that why you're so worried about us being here?
I don't have to explain myself to random people who walk onto my ship, pick my locks. Get the hell off of my ship.
I told you we didn't pick the lock.
He draws the rapier and puts it on the table. Leave.
I put my lollipop on the table.
So you walk through the door a good few feet and put your lollipop next to his saber.
Yup. Oh.
Call that a saber. This is a saber.
He looks down at the lollipop. He looks up at the child that he sees. Looks back down at the lollipop. He looks up at the two parents.
Are you threatening our child? That's very.
I blink my eyes up at him.
Maybe we should go to the guards about how this ship captain is so bad with children.
Oh my god.
Pulling out a saber on a child. You really want to talk ethics here?
Oh my god.
Madman fucking trying to say that we're just barging about the place and we're just looking for a few people. Here you are, pulling out swords on children.
Oh,
alright. He presses his fingers into his brow.
Much
for a
like
moment.
our DM.
Yeah. And then reaches over and grabs the lollipop.
Absolutely fucking not.
And he goes for it. What do you do?
No, it's fucking mine. Don't touch it.
So he reaches. So he's reaching over. You snatch it.
I snatch it back.
I mean, that is a child thing to do. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at it.
And
It's
it's
not
like,
yours,
dare
but
you
look
touch
at
our
it.
child's things?
He was showing you. You look with your eyes, not your hands, sweetie.
I nod back to the Rikus as of, yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
He takes out another blade that you don't know where he pulled it from and sticks it into the table in front of him. I can see through whatever magics that you are pulling right now. I know that this is not a child. I need you to get the hell off my ship.
How can you see through this?
Is there an ability for us to just drop it? But we won't.
You
be able
can.
to
So
bring
Ailey
it
can
back,
just
will we?
Ailey can just turn it off if they want. But they
No,
won't be
but
able
we
to turn
want
it
to
back on.
probably keep it on for when we leave
Yeah.
here.
They cannot turn it back on. So I am asking you one more time,
Okay.
because I imagine that the reason that you have this up is for not particularly good reasons. And I have my reasons for not wanting the guards.
Reasons.
I have my reasons for not
Of
wanting
course,
the
we
guards
don't want to
to
be
enter my ship.
associated with religion, all right? But we're trying to look for it. Do you want to be associated with religion? I think not, and that's
I
why
don't-
you cut all the stuff as soon as you could to that random guy down the street and why he was selling it all.
I don't know what
It's
you. I don't know what you
medieval
think.
Russell Brand. It's amazing.
I don't know what you think happened here, but I just shipped a bunch of people. They may or may not have come from a religious place, and they also brought along some fruits and vegetables and other things to sell here to make their way. That's all that I did. I don't know why you're
No
in
one
here
else is-
breaking into my boat, why you're seeming yourself around. I don't care. I just want you off of my ship before I need to cut a bitch.
Before
Well,
you get cutting, can I
now
ask
that
what
you've
your
said
problem
that,
with the guards is?
It's really tempting to cut you first, but and then okay, can I use my freaking cantrip to brief through the spell?
What do
He
you?
can see you.
Which
so-
cantrip?
Because I want to alter the appearance of my eyes for a minute.
Your
One I can
Is it
never
thaumaturgy?
say.
Mhm.
Thaumaturgy.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can do them through the spell. Yep.
Cool. So I
Well, 'cause
lean
he can
forward
already
and
see
I
through
let
it,
my eyes
apparently.
go black, just completely black as they usually are,
Mhm.
just for a minute.
Okay.
And I say, if you really want us off your fucking ship, then tell us where the hell those religious people went.
I don't know.
We're not interested in you.
They just left. I'm not their
Why
keeper.
were they
I'm
coming
just the
to
captain of
sleeping
the
at
ship.
When they're sleeping at the
You're
pub?
just the captain of the ship. The captain hears all.
Yeah, so why were they coming here? Why did they come here? Where were
It's an
they
awfully
going?
long
You should
voyage.
know this because you were bringing them.
I'm
It's
going
an
to
awfully
back
long
up a few
voyage, and
steps
you would
from the
have heard
table.
things.
All right, Thoricus, roll an intimidation, please.
I really wish my intimidation was higher because I'm much more intimidating a person. Oh, I think I accidentally rolled it twice.
You did,
Take
but
the first
with,
one, please.
yeah, with your thaumaturgy, I would have given you advantage. So there you
Saved
go.
yourself
Damn
from a
it!
nat one.
Wasted advantage.
Wait, so only her for intimidation, not Ailey as
And
well?
she's the only one
Should
doing
be.
intimidating stuff, but if you want to try and intimidate, you
What
can.
fucks me off is that I always roll low for intimidation, and I don't have any fucking add-ons for intimidation, despite the fact that I'm a fucking demon-looking thing. Like that makes no fucking sense.
Well,
Yep.
Ailey's ranting it then. That's as
I mean, I
close
usually-
as Ailey gets to intimidation.
I mean, yes and
Because
no.
they just talk and talk and talk people into a corner.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of your intimidation. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say roll at disadvantage for this
Ah.
situation. I mean, you're more just annoying
Nice.
than really pushing it. All right.
Yes, Ailey.
Right. Keeping his hand on the dagger.
Ailey puffs out their wings.
You can't.
And
You,
it's-
without dropping
It just looks
seeming,
like a
you
cloak.
cannot. It just looks like you flipped your cloak.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The only
But
reason
they-
my
you
eyes
said they
change
can
colour
see
is
through the
because of my
magic.
cantrip.
he
So wouldn't they see the
he
wings?
did say that he can. So you could you can assume that he did see that,
Yeah.
but
I'm assuming they're seeing me like puff out my wings and stuff.
but also you know enough about from the intelligence checks that were done before and stuff. You know enough that you know enough that he probably doesn't see exactly what you normally are. He just knows that you're disguised.
Like we've got like a blur filter over it.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
And he can see that something's wrong. He keeps his hand on the dagger that he's got in the thing, and he puts his hand to his brow again on the other side. He's like, all I heard while taking them on this fucking 3-month journey was that they were coming to clear up a blackness that had appeared here. That is all that they would say. They're fucking religious people. All right?
Alright, yeah.
Okay, then. That sounds about right.
Are
Have a
they
good day.
pilgrims or are they warriors?
Just starts leaving.
Come on, Gilbert. We're leaving.
So you ask if they were warriors?
I mean, you can
or
say something if
Yeah.
you want to.
That was what I
Alias,
was asking.
Alias
Well, there
flipped
was-
their cloak dramatically and
Yeah.
turned and walked off.
Yeah. Well, they certainly were carrying some weapons. That's all that I can tell you.
Farming equipment turned into weapons or weapons?
Weapons. Maces, swords.
That's not good.
Religious people don't normally
Sweet.
carry this.
Word to the wise, be careful of any cults. There are
I'm
cults around. just
Certainly
so you're
not
aware.
planning
anyone
on
who
being
starts talking
here
about
much longer.
crusades.
That's a good idea.
Especially
it's
with you
definitely
lot
recommended.
coming in here and ruining my shit.
I-
What the fuck?
You can just lock the door when we're
I-
in.
But after 3 months of being
no,
at sea,
it's fine.
maybe hit up a brothel or two. Alright, let's go.
Or 12, you know, make a
Jesus,
day
man
of
needs
it.
to chill the fuck out.
Bye.
Fucking drama queen.
He seemed very tense. Needs a massage.
I think you needed more than a massage.
That was
That's what I
already
mean.
yes. Alright.
And she, like, Ailey turns around and, like, puts a bottle of wine on the table and then walks off. It's like, I think you need this.
Yeah, more than we do. Jeez.
I think
He
she's
is just-
carrying 2 bottles of wine.
He's just, you know, he doesn't.
She's got 2 bottles of wine, so if you
This is-
somehow change that to 1, because I'm not sure.
You can click on the edit.
Yeah. You can click
Yeah, but
edit
it,
and
it
then.
goes all
do the
weird for
edit
me
thing.
half the time, so I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
fair enough.
Right,
Yeah,
edit
it's simple
quantity
sometimes.
1 done.
Cool. So now we got to sneak off the ship. But can we see any guards?
Roll a perception.
I told you we should have gone to the
Holy
other room
shit.
first. But, you know.
Alright, you don't
What
see
do my
any.
all-seeing eyes see?
You don't see any guards nearby.
Cool. Off we
Let's
drop.
get the fuck out of here.
All right. You essentially became unstealthed when you, just broke
Decided
into
to-
this guy's boat. So re-stealth, please.
Yeah, it's
All right,
Reed,
33.
stealthing.
You didn't lose
Ooh, much
concentration,
better.
so you still got thing.
good.
16
I keep my shit up.
Oh god.
and 39.
Ailey, very
If we put Varys under our cloaks, does that just count as hidden?
I can technically I think hide behind somebody that's taller than me.
Mm. I mean,
Just sandwich them in.
either way, you make your way
Shall
back
we?
down the wharf,
Of course. Why not?
and back out onto the street where there is still lots of commotion happening in that alleyway that you set off the bomb. Going on,
Nice.
and
House
yeah.
still larger than it should be.
Yep, house still large, slightly larger than it should be.
A plus use of spice Varys.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck those lords.
I would love to take credit, but I had no idea what the fuck was going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody
It's
ever
just- It's a
does.
bit of fun, wouldn't it?
It was
Right.
pretty cool.
That's been about
So
another
we should
half
head
hour,
back to the house,
so
yes?
hour and a half of seeming.
So we should head back to the
Yeah.
house and collect the others, shouldn't we?
We still
Yeah,
gotta buy
just
a
in
lock
case we
on the
need to
way.
fight those people. Yeah. We should get a lock. Yes.
Do we have time? Okay, yeah.
You've
Yeah,
got,
we've got enough time to do that and then
Yeah.
get back and figure out a way out of the city.
you've got like a whole day of seeming, essentially. A work day.
That people keep trying to look through. Fuckers. Too smart.
Nosy.
Rolling good. Keep rolling good. Bastards.
Okay.
Okay. So we're looking for a blacksmith.
Some sort of
Locksmith. Of
Locksmith.
Some description.
looks like they deal
know that-
more specifically in locks.
You know that
than-
ye olde times it was just blacksmiths who made locks and keys and stuff, right?
It was, but you
I know we're in a fantasy world, but just is it
you
not based on that?
you know that the locks for the buildings in this place are a lot more intricate than the locks from
So
your place.
metalsmith?
So in your
If we want really dainty ones, we can go to a watchmaker. But
so
like,
where you guys come from, the locks are proper like fucking big cast iron things, have massive keys and are
yes,
super most of the time super
Good and
pretty
strong.
unlockable, good and strong, and pretty easy to unlock. These are most of the ones that you've run into. The locks here, and the reason why Ailey broke a lot of them, is because they are a lot more intricate and a lot more tiny. They're closer to like real artisan locks from a lot of places. So
let's go to the pretty place.
to repair the lock that's there, you would need someone who's good, specifically for that stuff.
See, here I was hoping. I was hoping we could go to a blacksmith's, and we just see a large butch woman hammering metal, sweat dripping
Well,
off it.
Roll an investigation and tell me which one you're looking for particularly.
Okay.
Looking for a locksmith or a large
Looking
woman?
for a large, sweaty.
Large sweaty woman? That's what you're looking for? Okay. Well, you scour the port area of the town.
Of course, Thoricus has the eyes for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh,
And
yes,
you-
I do, honey.
You do manage in the south of Count, far past all of the other past all the wharfs. Right down here. You notice the plumes of smoke and stuff coming up, so you head in that general area. And this is the smithing area, essentially. There's a bunch of blacksmiths and a bunch of metal workers and stuff like that in this area. Some leather workers and some. It is the works. And you do find at least one blacksmith that is a large human woman that is smashing away at a sword.
Can we just savor that mental image? Okay. Sorry.
I mean, how descriptive do you want me to get?
You've already been. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, excellent. You guys saying anything? You're just following me? Where I'm sort of
Yeah, we're just following.
Tagging along.
Ailey's just
No,
following.
there's one around here somewhere.
All right, so now you want to look for
I mean,
a locksmith?
there aren't any gunsmiths in this city. I had to go to Horoga for that.
Yeah, you did have to search for that. So yeah, that's right. Because there's someone who sells the stuff, but none of them seem to. No one here.
Not much about it.
No one here does guns.
Yeah. So I'll just be sticking around.
Okay. I'll-
But you could probably find
noticed that
gunpowder
mostly
and
she does
I
metal
will
guns.
back
stuff.
off for a little bit so that Thoricus has space with the big woman.
Yeah.
I got what now?
Time with the big woman alone.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're waiting outside. Let you go on in alone.
You know that she's also outside.
You're all outside, just staring.
We're
at
around a corner.
at this woman.
Well, once we realized what you were
Yeah.
looking for, I was
Piled
like,
up like
I'll
those Three
take the
Stooges.
child away.
All right, well,
What's that? You need
As
to
you
go
guys-
You think
coffee
I'm gonna
guild
be
up?
anyway?
as you guys are sort of standing around outside,
Anything.
salivating at this large woman, she looks up, wipes some sweat off of her brow, leaves a nice thick black mark across her forehead, and notices you guys standing there. Can I help you lot?
No, I've said that Gilbert needed potty, so I've taken him away. Or whatever we're calling him.
What grown-up
She
man says potty?
still notices.
Okay.
Steaming.
Notices you as you're
Me,
leaving.
while you guys are leaving.
Notices you guys as
And I
you're
just-
leaving.
Okay. Okay, so I approach, and I just sort of I think I've got myself turned around. Do you know someone who could make a nice lock for a house?
Make a lock? Or repair a lock?
Yes. At this point, I think it'll have to be make.
You mean for a
I
house
had a
around
real number
here?
on that one.
In the city?
Yes, in the city.
Well, she like leans over and looks down the street a little bit. There's a place just down there. You see, he's got lots of keys. He'll be able to help you out.
Thank you kindly. I
You're very
walk off
welcome.
slightly dazed, trying not to swoon.
Yeah,
That's
remember?
held a whole ass conversation. How the fuck did I do that?
You hear in your head, I'm so proud of you. You did so well.
I just sort of look around like, where the fuck did they go?
Over here. No, the other way. Here.
Your other left.
Forward? Oh, fuck, how many lifts do I have?
Just the usual amount. 3,
Yeah.
same as everybody else.
Actually, I have a whole side.
What?
I have a whole side of lifts.
Whole side of
Oh
lips.
my goodness.
I have an entire left side. Yeah, okay.
Alright. Anyway, you guys get back up, group back up, and walk down the street a little bit, and you do see that there is a smithy who has a little a bit more dainty of a store, a small little furnace and a big grinding wheel, and he does indeed have a wall that's full of blank keys, of different shapes and sizes. It's a small little man. You'd imagine that you're very curious about his lineage. His ears point a little bit, but not as much as an elf. And because of his stature, you kind of imagine that he's probably half human, half halfling.
Interesting.
A half.
It's a half and half.
Half and half.
Half and halfling. At least that's what you could assume. And he's got he's got greasy brown hair, slicked back, stubbly little beard, and he's sort of just grinding at the little key.
Okay. Excuse me there.
Oh. Yes, what can I do for you?
So we recently purchased a house, but we found that the front door lock. So we had a bit of an accident with it. I don't think the key was the right one, and we kind of obliterated the lock a bit. So we were looking for a new one, especially because then we'd have, fresh keys, so we can be sure that no one else can access it.
Oh, I see. Are you looking for someone to install it, or you got that covered, or?
Well, we need one made, and then we do need it installed. Do you do both services?
I do have several mechanisms lying around that I can quickly fit with new keys and put in place.
Excellent.
Sure.
What is your name?
2 seconds.
Yes, right. See, you guys, this
Wait.
is kid stuff, right?
Where the fuck
That's what
did
they.
my...
Yes,
want?
I love it when children just ask people's names. It's appropriate.
Random questions.
Where the fuck did my list of names go?
I'm so sorry, Skelly.
It
Rebecca
disappeared.
McChickens.
It was
Oh,
the
hold
first
on.
kid thing that popped into my head.
Never
No
mind.
Rebecca
Randomly
McChickens in
walking into a conversation that other people are clearly having.
Yeah. Fucking 9 sent me a name. I'll use that. Hold on.
Oh no.
Cleopatra is my name.
Oh, okay, that's much better than I thought it was going to be. Thought we were going to get
Aw.
another Rebecca McChicken.
Can I call you Can I call you Petra?
Sure, if you like.
I thought you were just saying no. And I was like,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No, but sure. You know, they call me all sorts of names around here.
I hope they're all good.
I think so.
People can be so cruel. In any case,
Mm-hmm.
let's commission that. So how much would a lock with how many keys should we have, dear? I look at Ailey. Because we've got
6?
so I'm not saying it out loud. So there's me, Ailey, Varys, Willie. We'll probably want Joe to have one,
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
why I just went with 6.
and then a spear.
Yeah.
We could attach the spear to Codswallop's collar.
You should always get
Good
in.
idea.
Yeah, I think 6 keys. I'd
Yeah.
say would do it. We've got a large family, you see.
Fair enough. Okay, well, locking mechanism and putting it together. Metal is a bit more expensive these days. Probably around 50 gold.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
Now,
will
we
attempt
were
to...
expecting a cost, so we did visit. Do we have banks? Do we have
Oh.
banks?
Yes, you do have banks.
Cool. So we did visit the bank and got out some gold. Let's see.
I think you have it all, dear.
Yes, yes, I do. Hang on.
Can I
Pull out
attempt to
one of my
slip some
smaller
gold?
pouches of gold.
Pretending
What?
very, very carefully that you don't have much gold.
Yep.
Yep.
Trying real hard. We're just simple people.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been saving for this.
Mm-hmm. Saving to
Alright.
buy a new
What was
house
it?
and fill it out. It's 50,
You fucking A.
50 gold.
50 gold. Alright, I think we have enough. Here we are.
Can I... Do I feel like we're being taken for a ride? Should this actually cost 50 gold?
Roll an
What do I
insight.
do? I know everything about this man. I know what he had for
Yeah.
breakfast.
So he seems pretty legit.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he is trying to swindle you in any way.
Okay, well, it's good to know.
Yeah, you gather from the looks of the place and the things that he sells that he is a very fine craftsman of these things, and that is very much for his services. And from
He's worth 50 gold.
yeah, from your knowledge of this sort of work, it's not, it's not easy to make. It's not easy to blacksmith, let alone fine blacksmithing work. So it's, you could probably try and haggle him down, but it seems like it's relatively fair.
I'll give that notion to the
like
other
we
two.
have the gold. Okay.
Just in the heads.
So it's 50 and it does include installation. Yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes,
Here you are.
yes, 50 for the whole thing. That would be crazy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. All right. And here is our address.
Yes, and you give him the address.
Address.
Of the house.
Address street.
Yeah. I'm not keeping track of that stuff.
Addressing McHouseface.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, you describe enough to him what the place is, and okay. Well, let me write down a booking. Will someone be there tomorrow afternoon?
Yes, sure. We'll be home.
Well, will we be there, or will be one of the others? Look at Ailey real hard.
Not entirely sure, but someone will definitely be there. It might not be one of us three, though.
We might
obviously
have to
we can't leave the young one home by himself.
We might have to have a friend stop by. We have plans tomorrow that my dear husband has forgotten.
Oh yes, that's right. Plans. Always forgetting that we have those.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, I don't. It doesn't need to be you. I just need someone to let me in. To do the work.
I mean, to be fair, it is our front door, but yes, someone will be present.
Yes, I mean
you don't want it on the outside, though.
I don't imagine that you want to leave it unlocked for me overnight or during the day.
No, we have guards.
I just mean that once we've left the house, we have difficulty keeping it closed.
Ah, I see.
Which is why we have been having friends sort of stay over when we've had to, be out of the home.
Yes, that makes sense. Well, I will get that done for you.
in your heads, you hear a perfectly believable story. Yes.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Cleopatra. We will see you tomorrow. We look forward to seeing your work tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I look forward to doing it.
And we leave the store like perfectly normal humans.
Oh, so normal.
This is stressing me out, man. People be normal. Oh God.
We were adventurers for a reason.
This shit, man.
This is why we weren't farmhands.
Why the fuck am I even here?
This is why we lick rocks and shoot dragons. Normal people shit sucks.
I need to sleep in a tree, man. This is a bit much, eh?
All right, what's the plan?
Can't even handle regular errands.
To be fair, it's errands under duress.
All of us to leave here as fast as possible.
Where are you going?
Where are you going? We need to go home.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
so
go
that
home.
we can let the others know what's happening, and that we need to figure out where these freaking religious crusader peeps are headed. Because I doubt they're staying in the city. But we
They're staying at the inn overnight, so we need to get up early enough.
Well, so they arrived. They arrived early this morning, to the point where it was still night and Thrykus was up. So you imagine that the reason why they went to the tavern was because they had stayed up all night for the docking. So it could be they could be out and about in the city. They could be in the tavern right now having a breakfast. You don't know.
We can find our way back there as we're heading around, and then head home.
Well, it might just be easier to camp out by where the gate is and just try and meet them as they leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is very true, but we have to have someone at the house tomorrow afternoon.
I don't think we should take Willie with us.
I don't know if we should leave him here.
I don't think we should let Cleopatra see Willie.
Touche.
I feel like he might like Joe.
The one who would
if
be
Joe
the most
wanted
normal.
To stay.
I feel like the person who would be most normal and have the least suspicion in this kind of environment would unfortunately be you, Varys.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I won't look like a small child, but that's fine.
Won't stick out as nearly as much
but
as
as a
everybody
halfling,
else.
No.
that's feasible.
Oh yeah, I fully understand.
Everyone
I am the
else
most
is,
normal looking out of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
And
these
there are
parts.
halflings about in this town.
Yeah, and he's a half and halfling.
He is a half and half.
Yeah, that sounds fun. If you guys want to go and camp out, I can.
But then how will you know when
I
to
don't like
join
leaving
us?
you
No, he said
behind.
it was tomorrow afternoon, didn't he?
Yes, tomorrow
He
Yeah,
afternoon.
just to have
tomorrow
time to do
afternoon.
that today.
So you could make your way back. It just means if we have to follow, I'll have to send you a message with my owl.
That's fine.
Oh no,
Yeah.
or is the owl only a one
That could be used anytime,
destination
at all
thing?
times, and it
Mhm.
is. It is.
With
You
all
use
sorts of people?
you use it. It'll so you use it in a multiple of different ways. The main thing for it is you record a message. It'll go and give the message, and then it'll wait for a response, and then it'll come back to you with the response. It's like a slow
And how many
sending.
uses do I have of the owl?
As many as it survives. It's a clockwork owl.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Oh,
As long
we're
as
gonna
it's
name our
alive,
owl,
it's
man.
fine.
We're gonna name our owl. What are we gonna name the owl?
I don't know.
Making suggestions. Hang on.
Bertrand.
I'm just struggling to
No.
think of like famous
No,
owls.
that's too gross.
Hedwig.
No,
Archimedes.
no,
No.
other one.
Away from me, you turf-loving piece of shit.
Or
Athena.
Athena.
Archimedes is
these
nice.
things.
I like
Archimedes
that.
is a good one.
Wasn't Athena's bird the owl?
Athena's bird the owl?
Yeah, it was most associated with like wisdom.
Yeah, otherwise Archimedes, sword in the sun.
I'm going with
Hyperion.
more the opposite. Well, in the same realm,
Derek.
but the sort of
Derek.
an
I'm Derek.
Audi word version of Codswallop. But I don't think Meat Wallet is appropriate.
Meat wallet.
Oh no!
Oh fuck! Now I have to, don't I?
Calling him meat wallet.
No.
Clockwork
No,
as well.
I want a slightly
that feels
less
extra
obvious
bad.
one.
Okay. Well, my name generator has a pets and companions name gen. If you want me to give you some bird names.
Can you put in
Chuck
certain
them out, yeah.
parameters?
Yep, I can give you specifically pet bird names if you want.
No, that's dumb. It'll give me like 20.
Okay, then what kind of there's specifically owls as well. If you want that. What sort of name you looking for? There's fantasy names, real names, places and locations, pop culture, random description generation.
Okay. No, because I literally just looked up interesting names for vaginas.
Okay, perfect.
How about Fanny Boo?
Fanny Boo. There you go.
What do you guys
perfect.
think?
Fanny Boo, the clockwork owl.
Yee. I'll see if there's a better one.
Pussy Riot?
I mean, we could always go with Bearded Clam, but that's a
Bearded
bit...
Clam.
Beaver. Look up beaver names.
Beaver the bird.
Wolverine.
Beaver the bird.
Wolverine.
Poontang.
Burger. Upright Wink. Oh, yes.
Not that one, please.
Honey Pot.
The Hoo Hoo.
The Pink Canoe.
The ooh, I like it. It's an owl.
Yeah, it's an owl. The Hoo Hoo.
Yeah,
That works. That's pretty good.
actually, it's a terrible name for an owl, though.
That's perfect for an owl.
Oh.
Hey, Hoo Hoo. Send me this message.
Okay, only if their name. Okay. How about the full name is Fanny Boo the Hoo Hoo?
That's Fantastic. Perfect.
Sure.
All right, print
Fanny
it.
Boo the Hoo Hoo it is.
Put it on
There we go.
t-shirts. We're done.
We have named the
Do
owl.
it.
There you go.
Redbubble that shit with stop
Cool.
text.
Yep. All right. So, successfully left the
Her
store,
favorite show is
named the
Owl.
owl. What are you doing now?
We're going home.
Going
To
home?
gather the
Tell the
people.
others.
Going home to gather the people.
Yes,
So,
exactly. And now we've
Not
we've
making-
established that we've got Fanny Boo the Hoo Hoo to
Yeah.
talk with Varys to communicate.
okay.
Making sure she's awake and knows where the fuck we are. Be like, remember this place, it's important.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of opens its clockwork eyes at you, expecting an actual command. Looks around a little bit, goes back to sleep. And
As
Oh,
soon as I
so
get as we
cute.
get in the house, I need to fucking turn to, oh god, every name has left my whole brain. Joe.
Mm.
I need to turn to Joe and be like, what do you feed clockwork creatures for treats?
all right. Well, you start. Before we get to that, is there any stops you want to make along the way before you get home? Is there anything else you want to do in town?
I'm pretty sure we wanted to get back before anyone noticed anything.
Yeah,
Okay, because you've only got a few
I'll
more
push our
hours
luck.
left of seeming,
exactly.
so just thought you
Yes,
might want
so
to.
we
And
want
we
to
need to get out of
Thought
the
you might
city.
want to.
shopping,
Yeah, thought you
or-
might
Oh
want
no,
to
'cause
use
we
it
need to
before
make
you.
our way back through, don't we?
Yes, we need to make our way through the city to wait at the gates, so we need it to last that long.
Yeah. So we need to run back, grab the others, and leave.
Yep.
Unless you want to send the bird, and we go there now, and you send the bird to Joe.
It hasn't been that long, has it? We've still got a couple hours.
You do have a couple of hours, yes.
Okay. As long as we've got
Enough
the
time to walk back,
Yeah, it has
fill
been.
them in a
It
safe
has been a
place where we can
maximum
think
of 2
freely.
hours, maximum. So you've
Yeah,
got another
so-
another 6
Wait.
hours,
We do have
providing no one loses the
you guys need-
concentration.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to get back before we're
Oh,
fucking
we need
ambushed by
concentration.
someone.
No, so seeming's not actually concentration, is it?
I think it's just duration. Like you can end
Yeah.
it with an action.
So
Yeah.
true. So no. So yeah. Okay. Sweet. So
So let's get back to a safe spot.
you start making your way back through the town to make your way to your house.
We're
When you-
walking fast.
Yep, you're walking fast. Yeah. Anyway, you make your way. Oh God, all the way through the town
Yeah.
to the place, and you guys have fairly high passive perception. You notice that the door
Yes.
is a little bit ajar. the
Uh,
house.
That's not good. Does it look broken?
No, it looks like just when you guys left, no one relocked it.
Yeah, fair.
Stealthing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody else stealthing?
I think I'd pick up the queue if Thrakus was...
yeah. If someone else is, then Ailey would be like, wait, what? We're stealthing? Alright.
All right. Pulse without a trace is
10 minutes, I think.
1 hour.
Is it up
It is
here?
an
or
hour.
is it-
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's much better than I thought.
So
So
that
you're probably
has-
on the
No?
very cusp of it running out.
Yeah, but just enough that
Yeah.
we're like.
Yep.
Which was another reason to get home.
Fair enough.
No one could track us home.
Because yeah, you haven't cast any other spells, and well, haven't cast any other concentration spells, and you haven't taken damage. So yeah, good.
Nope.
Other than emotional
Definitely
damage from
something.
seeing a very pretty big woman.
That was
Um,
pleasurable. That was
Yeah.
not damaging. Okay.
hurt right
It was a
there.
healing moment.
Yeah. Anyway,
Everybody gotta have a little candy sometimes.
yeah. All right, so you sneak up to the door. What's the plan?
I wanna peek inside.
Just peek. All right, roll a perception for me.
It's a little peeky peek. Do a little peeky peek.
All right, everybody else roll
Peeking with
perceptions
my
as
night
well for me,
vision,
please.
seeing goodness.
Yeah. I want to try and reach out telepathically to Joe and just say hello.
No response.
You can't say anything through here, but if it's safe, make a noise. Oh dear.
Roll a perception, Varys.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's okay.
Haley is totally looking the wrong way.
Fucking Christ, you're like, you
So all you,
instinctually stealth and then pay no attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
So once you say that through your mind, you're listening out for anything specific. Both you and Thrakus hear just a low growl come out through the door.
Oh, wasn't Codswallop still home?
Yes.
Does anyone have
Did you
animals?
did you bring him?
I do.
So this isn't.
Codswallop is in the house. Yeah, he stayed behind.
This is not a Codswallop growl.
Oh, okay.
It sounds
demonic.
Yeah, Thrakus would know that it sounds demonic.
Yeah, I got scared by one. I think
you haven't heard you haven't really heard growls of demonic nature.
Yeah, he was mainly talking shit when he stabbed me to death.
Yeah, mainly was.
But it doesn't sound normal. And it doesn't sound like Codswallop.
No, doesn't sound like a dog. Doesn't sound normal.
Okay. Gun is in my hand and shield is in my hand.
Two separate hands. Lollipop on a stick and a piece of paper.
Oh yeah.
With your wooden sword. Yeah. Hope y'all are ready, because as soon as I hear that it's a fiend, I get real fucking pissed.
All my shit.
So I kick the door in. I've got my great sword of thunder in my hand.
All right.
I'm missing a bunch of stuff now still.
What am I seeing when I kick the door in?
Hold on, what are you missing?
Most of my equipment.
Really?
Yeah.
Which give me
in my inventory.
Give me a name of something.
Did you know?
Misfortune's Maiden is no longer in there.
I see it.
My shield is not in there either.
I see your shield too. Do you want to refresh?
Okay, I'm gonna log out just in case that's what's going on.
Because I see everything there normally. So.
Yeah.
So, you kick in the door. You look in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything immediately in the hallway. But you do hear the growl sort of pitch up as it hears you into the room, and then pitch down back to its low.
So I
don't know about you, but I have a feeling that he's gotten worse while we were gone.
You think it's Willie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what else would it be?
So you're continuing to look through the house?
I'm trying to look.
Yep.
Hang on, I want to know some of my fucking abilities. Hang on a second. I have to fucking look for them because shit's completely different to when we first fucking started.
That's fair.
Don't have any extra advantage to that. Okay. So I have significant experience studying, tracking, hunting, and talking to fiends.
Yes.
Yes. Along with a few extras because it's my freaking greater favorite enemy. These fuckers. Okay, so I'm even better at talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just call out, Willy pal, is that you?
The only response is deeper growling. Coming from the lounge area to your right.
Having a look around the corner.
Willy, where's Codswallop?
So Varys, you see you
Look at
walking
the
down the
other
corner?
two.
Varys, is it? Is that
Yeah.
what you're doing?
I'm trying to be as quiet as I can.
Okay, so you're slinking around.
Still a little stealthy.
You're around past.
Not going into
Because
the
I'm the
room,
only one that
looking
revealed
into
Yeah,
it.
you're slinking a little round past.
Yeah, that's true. The rest of us are
past
still
Thoricus.
very stealth.
Yeah, so you thinking past Thoricus, and you pop your head a little bit to look into the lounge, and you see Joe sort of sitting, sort of sitting, sort of splayed out across the wall, and against another wall in the corner,
Injured.
unconscious.
Okay.
You know, machine
In a
stuff
dormant state.
in a dormant state.
Mm.
You don't see Codswallop anywhere, but you do see a fiend in front of you.
We see Dilly.
You see Demon Willy.
Oh.
He's
So
still wearing
we
his.
can tell that it's Willy.
He's still wearing his barbarian clothes. He's holding his loincloth. He's holding his battle axe.
Bag of holding.
And he's sort of mainly sort of just staring and out the window. That's it's covered by rags and stuff, so no one else can see in, but he's sort of like looking out through the bits of it, just sort of holding his battle axe steady. And then it seems like he senses your presence in a sense. He doesn't seem to notice you directly, but sort of starts to turn a little bit, and you notice that where he had the little lumps on his forehead have sprouted entirely out to full horns, and you can see the look in his eyes that are no longer white eyes. They are black and with little circles of red in them. It's very changed. And that is where we're going to wrap up for tonight.
I did wonder that. I just saw what the time
Yep.
was, and I was like,
That's a good place to leave it.
Mm-hmm. So
We're gonna have to kill Dilly.
Oh no, poor Dilly.
yeah, poor
well,
old
we
Dilly.
might be able to
But
subdue
what
him
did
and
Dilly
lock him
do
up
to
until we can-
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
The
yeah, that's
biggest-
true. I figured the door being
Because-
open was that Codswallop got out and tried to find us.
Don't know.
Okay.
You haven't seen him yet.
I
You
will
don't certainly
flay him
see.
alive
You certainly
if
don't
he
see
touches
any.
hair on that dog's head.
Certainly don't see any trace of Godzilla. So, at the very least, he's not dead in the lounge.
Ooh.
Can't
I will
imagine how
turn
he
him
would be.
inside out through his own asshole.
Fair enough. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. It's been fun.
Wholesome family fun
Yeah,
of
I mean,
very
mostly-
normal family.
it mostly was. Other than you guys breaking into a ship, blowing up some gunpowder, causing some real anarchist cookbook shit, literally turning a building into a
Meeting-
larger building somehow. Good times.
Fine.
And And
That's
then
all
there's the introduction of Fanny
friendly,
Boo the
awesome
Hoo-Hoo.
stuff.
Fanny
That's
Fanny
true.
Hoo-Hoo, yeah.
Fanny
The
Boo the
That's
Hoo-Hoo.
Fanny Boo the Hoo-Hoo. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to write that down, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
She needs a
Christ.
token now.
She's not.
One of us. One of us.
She
Are you
can't be
saying that
activated.
We're
Rose
adopting a
is
new
not
party
is
member.
less than a regular character?
She can't be activated for
She-
long enough for you to feed it. She's very much designed for singular purposes. So if you don't give her a command, she's not going to do anything else other than open her eyes and look out. So you have to specifically tell her to do
We only need a token
something.
for when she's doing something, that we know where she's going.
Well, I will try and find a clockwork owl then.
Thank you.
Okay.
Turn the Codswallop one upside down.
No, it's inside out, sweetie.
Oh no.
I thought I had a item for the clockwork owl. Where did that go? Identified. Oh, right, it's just a feather.
George's purr. Really
But where is it going?
hard. But you don't. It doesn't have to be fancy.
There it is. It's just a little feather that's in your inventory now, so you know that you have it. You can rename it if you want. Anyway, yeah,
There is
tomorrow.
an impressive amount of artworks that are this clockwork owls. Apparently, it's a big steampunk thing.
Sweet.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah.
Easy then.
Oh, and there's
I'll find
what
one
is
of
it?
those.
I always get them wrong. Fact Fiend do a thing about the owl as well.
Oh.
Okay.
Because of oh god, that movie that was like a sequel, and the Avatar guy didn't want anything to do with the owl. That was like this
Oh.
clockwork
No,
steampunk
yeah,
owl.
that was from the Clash of the Titans, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Interesting. Anyway, tomorrow on all the Fano channels everywhere, we'll be playing more Ghost of Tsushima, so check that out. Friday and Saturday over on YouNow, Random Guy will be back playing more Pokemons and more Horizons, whatever. Sunday, Beef will be back probably with more of that Star Wars Squadrons, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, yeah, Sunday. Star Wars Squadrons, VR PS4 title. Pretty fun. Then Monday we'll be back. I will be back. We will be back playing more Baldur's Gate 3 over on YouNow as well. Tuesday again Beef, probably more Star Wars. And then Wednesday back here, same bat time, same bat channel, to find out what the team is going to do with their friend.
Dilly Dilemma.
Delete dilemma. Cool. See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.